Hello again from San Antonio, Texas, and let's continue what we were talking about in the previous video. We were talking about the importance of the GMAT and GRE for your application to different universities in the States, Europe, or Canada. I have received many messages from students asking whether they should take the GMAT or the GRE. And the answer is simple. You need to go online, check the university's requirement on the website, and you will know what they require from you. Is it GMAT or GRE? GMAT is mostly for MBA programs, and the GRE is for another fields of study like pharmacy, medicine, engineering, etc. However, some universities require either GMAT or GRE. They just give you the choice. And some of them ask for a competitive score. So some students ask me what a competitive score is. On the GMAT, a competitive score starts from 650. On the GRE, a competitive score starts from 310. Students ask me, is the verbal part important, or I don't need to take it because I'm an international school graduate, or I'm an ECN and my English is great? So my answer is yes, you need to take the verbal part. Yes, you need to take the verbal part because it has nothing to do with your proficiency in English. It's not like the TOEFL or the IELTS that tests your proficiency in speaking, listening, writing, or reading. It examines how you analyze the language. For example, for the GMAT, it examines how you analyze the language when it comes to opinions, facts, conclusions, evidences, and come up with an assumption or an inference of what you were reading. And that's a big story and big science that you need some guidance. You need somebody to prepare you for it because questions are long. A question on the verbal part could take 5 minutes reading only, and you are required to answer this question correctly in 1.5 minutes. We teach you that in GMAT and GRE Egypt. We teach you how to answer the question without reading every single detail in it. And also the GMAT tests the grammar part. Okay, the grammar part of the test is not like the general grammar that you used to take at school. No, the GMAT has different rules regarding grammar. So sometimes a question that has 5 choices, you will find the 5 choices are correct grammatically, but they need the most precise one and the clearest answer. However, all of them are correct. How would I do that? That's also another science, and that's we teach you in our courses. All right, so as we said, it has nothing to do with your proficiency level. Whether you have a very low proficiency level of English or very high proficiency level of English, you still need to take the verbal part of the test. I have American students, I have Canadian students, I have students from different nationalities because it has nothing to do with the proficiency of English. All right. Another very important point regarding the verbal part is the verbal part on the GMAT is the part that takes your whole score up. Means that if you get a very high score in mathematics and you get a very low score or even a low score in verbal, your total score goes down, and vice versa. If you score badly on mathematics and you score highly in verbal, your total score goes up. That's what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's what the GMAT people say. So if you want to double check, go on the gmac.com and you will find what I'm saying. For the GRE is different from the GMAT because you can use a calculator, but you are not allowed to use a calculator on the GMAT. The verbal part of the GRE concerns more about vocabulary, studying words, more than grammar. They don't test you in grammar, they test you on your bank of vocabulary. That's why the verbal part of the GRE is a bit harder than that of the GMAT. For other concerns and questions, of course, I'll answer your questions and concerns in a later video. Please send me questions, please ask me whatever concerns you about admission rules, about restrictions, about the life in the US, about whatever worries or makes you worry. Please just text me. Again, from a very sunny morning in San Antonio, Texas, Mohamed Galal. Assalamu alaikum.